We can talk now, I think, in Kiev to the Deputy Ukrainian Minister of Foreign Affairs, Danilo Lubkівський, who joins us. Thank you very much for being with us. Could you tell us, first of all, what you know, if anything, about this shooting incident here in Simferopol? What do you know about what's happened here?
I do not have the official report at this moment, but as far as I know, our Prime Minister have already said that that was a war crime.
And are you worried now that the situation here in Crimea, with your military bases that have been surrounded for quite some time by pro-Russian forces, that situation could escalate, the tension could escalate, and we might see more violence?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And the main reason for that is today's Mr. Putin's speech. That was a clear evidence that he lives in the world of his own, and this world is unpredictable. And he wants his nation to live in this world, in the isolated world. Mr. Putin and his policies have challenged the international community. Have you seen the picture? Have you heard his basic talking points? They did it because they had a right to do that, he said. This is unacceptable. This is unbelievable. But right now we speak not only about Ukraine, but we speak about the whole international system and the international order. We have noticed that talking points of President Putin were of imperialistic and chauvinistic rhetoric. And how can we accept this happening in the 21st century? That's a question that the whole Ukrainian nation asks right now. That's why, yes, we are worried. Yes, we are concerned. The only reason why there was no accidents and no violence in the Crimea, that's because of peaceful position of Ukrainian state. Our soldiers and our Marines are heroes because they showed a high level of restraint. We are worried of their security, and we will do everything to protect them. Ukrainian government, Ukrainian authorities, they show that human life means something for us.
But what can you do to protect your Ukrainian service men and women, your troops who are still here in Crimea? I mean, what are you going to say to them? Should they just leave their bases now and go back to Ukraine? Because effectively now, let's face it, Crimea is lost to Ukraine, isn't it?
Crimea is the Ukrainian territory. This territory is occupied. We cannot proceed with the appeasement politics in this, because this is something more than only Ukrainian case. This is about all of us. That's why the question that you asked me, I will ask you to ask the whole international community. What should we do about Russia? What should we do about Putin? How can we all of us stop the aggressor? And there are a clear, I will say, roadmap for us how to do in this particular situation. But there is also a general will of Ukrainian government to stop any attempts to escalate the situation. We will use all possible venues to make separatists sorry for what they did. We count on this support and solidarity of the international community, the European Union and the United States, and also on the strong stance of the United Kingdom. So we need use all possible means for economic pressure on Russia. We need to show that this kind of strategies are not acceptable, because Ukraine is not the aim for them. There is much, let's look at this picture. They are aimed at the whole Europe. And this is unbelievable in our century. This is unbelievable, it is not acceptable for us, for all of us. This is not only about Ukraine.
But what Mr. Putin said today was that it was wrong that Crimea was ever given to Ukraine by Nikita Khrushchev 60 years ago. He said Russia was robbed in broad daylight of Crimea, that Crimea was handed over like a sack of potatoes. What do you say to that?
I couldn't believe that I hear these things. Does it mean that Russia wants to change all the borders all over the world because something happened 60 years ago? Is that the philosophy of Russian government? Is this the way how they can deal in this world with current international affairs? Unbelievable. And also there is an important point to be made. This is the catastrophe of the Russian way of thinking. And I do feel that's a great drama for the nation, which had so rich and important history, that for the nation that can play an important role in the world. This is drama of the approach. Look at the picture from Kremlin. That's a terrible picture of some kind of wrong position, wrong attitude to the world affairs. They say there is Russia and the world is against Russia. Unbelievable. The only thing that we want to say and we want to tell Russians, we don't want to be enemies, but stop the aggressor. Do everything possible to stop him.
All right, well, thank you so much for talking to us. That is Danilo Lubkівський, who is the Ukrainian Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs in Kiev.